Like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing through you like?
After a devastating knockout victory over Lamont Roach, the World Boxing Association lightweight champion Gervonta Davis has now announced his retirement. While he had promised to announce his next opponent after his victory over Lamont Roach, Gervonta "Tank" Davis shocked the world with a retirement decision. And going by this, Gervonta Davis would give up his World Boxing Association belt, and the division will finally see a new champion crowned as the World Boxing Association lightweight champion. Davis, 30, stood across from Roach Jr., 29, on March 1st, where he successfully defended his World Boxing Association title for the second time.
The love for the sport?
How many times do you want to get in the ring next year if it was your choice?
3 times.
3? So 3 fights for sure.
Every time.
The fans expected him to carry on the momentum he got from the Frank Martin fight this June. Instead, he gave fans an ultimatum. He is on his last run in boxing, which will end in 2025. He declared, "After next year, I'm out of it, out of the sport." But why is Tank eager to bask in the comforts of a retirement life when he's only 30? What about the fans and the ambition to put on a show for them? It seems it's all getting a bit too boring for Davis. He expressed his candid opinions about his retirement call when he appeared in an interview with Fight Hub TV.
How about a homecoming fight, Tank Baltimore? How about a homecoming fight?
You lost the love?
The 30-0 record holder admitted he lost interest in the sweet science and grew weary of it. He declared, "It's trash. This sport is trash garbage. Fed up with the whole sport." These comments wouldn't sit well with most fans, especially with those who campaigned and demanded he take up tougher fights and fight the best in the division. However, Davis found solace in making strategic calls, making money, and doing what he liked the most, knocking out opponents.
Looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done?
The question remains, how will the fans remember the Baltimore native, and how will they judge his legacy? Davis addressed the same question when he had a conversation with Fight Hype. When asked about whether he would insert his name among the greatest, the World Boxing Association champion disclosed, "I don't even care about that, bro. I don't even care about that. And where I'm from, bro, I will forever be greatest. I will be a forever G to myself." While the fans have only a year to enjoy Davis's explosive boxing and backflips in the ring, it doesn't mean his fight with Roach Jr. will be his last.
You said you know your next fights. Can we know who they are?
Probably the Ryan, hopefully.
He could squeeze in a couple of fights in 2025 before drawing curtains on his pro career. What's more, the lightweight champion is still under a multi-contract with the PBC, which spanned 6-7 fights and also reportedly had a clause to fight Shakur Stevenson. What will happen to his contractual obligations now? No one is sure now. It remains to be seen how the situation develops and whether Davis is hell-bent on sticking to his retirement plan.
Shakur, what have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more.
Davis returns to action at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn in March when he defends his World Boxing Association lightweight title against current super featherweight champion Lamont Roach. During the launch press conference, Tank revealed that he plans to leave the sport at the end of 2025 and has now named the 3 men he plans to face before he hangs up the gloves. The first of those will be against Roach in March, and he told Fight Hub TV who he wants the other 2 to be, beginning with his first pick. Probably Ryan Garcia.
Better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming this name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
Davis and Garcia met back in April 2023, with Tank dropping his opponent twice on his way to a 7th-round knockout win to hand King Rai his first professional debut. Garcia is currently serving a 1-year ban after failing a drugs test for his fight with Devin Haney, but is eligible to return to the ring in April 2025, potentially paving the way for a summer showdown with Davis. Tank then revealed he would like to take on Teofimo Lopez before potentially retiring as suggested. "Yeah, I do, Teo. I'll slap the hell out of him when I see him."
So what do you say to those who
Y'all
might
keep
be
saying his
afraid?
name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of
Lopez is the current World Boxing Organization super lightweight champion, having won the belt against Josh Taylor in June 2023 and has defended it on 2 occasions since. A fight between Davis and Lopez has been talked about for a number of years by boxing fans, and one man that has shared the ring with both men has given his prediction for how a clash would go. As for his fight against Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis has prepared the fans for what to expect with a thriving press conference. Gervonta "Tank" Davis formally announced his March 1st fight with Lamont Roach this evening, with the official press conference concluding moments ago. There's been a lot of talk about Tank's choice of opponent here, so when Roach got the first crack at the podium, he shared these thoughts with the public.
How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want to bet? How much you want to bet? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet.
I'm excited to be a part of this, and come March 1st, it'll be a great event. Right now, I'm not really big on getting into it and stuff like that. I'm really out of it right now. But come March 1st, it's going to be a great show. Same results. We just gotta wait and see. We got 3 months to get ready, so it'll be a goodie. This is a hell of an opportunity, so we're going to conquer it, Roach said. Everybody knows what I'm coming here to do. If you don't, then stop. You are going to be in for a surprise. I know he won't be surprised. I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all that. People talking stuff about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he knows that I'm a dog and he wants to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm going to show y'all what happens when 2 dogs get in the ring together, and obviously, I'm going to be the one coming out victorious. Tank would then get his turn to speak his piece.
Fight against Lamont Roach, I know there were reports of a potential fight with Lomachenko. Obviously that fell through. What made Lamont Roach the next logical choice for you in your next fight?
He has skills. Even though he's at a smaller weight class, I feel as though Lamont have, and he's someone that's one of the guys that.
At that point, both fighters took a seat to get into a Quanda session to get more in depth about the fight and everything surrounding it. Here are a few excerpts. Tank on a fight with Lomachenko not going through, and why Roach was the next logical choice for him. He has skills. Even though he is at a smaller weight class, I feel as though Lamont has, and he's actually one of the guys that I came up with in the sport of boxing, actually still doing well. Everybody that started with us is really not in the picture right now. So people don't really, I would say, know him, but he definitely has the skills. Definitely a top opponent.
I actually started with, came up with in the sport of boxing. Actually, still doing well. Everybody that's started with us.
Roach on how his style will be different from what Tank has faced previously. It's skill-wise. I bring a lot to the table. I can adapt, I can fight various different styles. I'm tough, I'm gritty, I'm smart, I'm witty. Whatever the case may be, whatever I got to pull out my bag of tricks, that's what I'm going to do. The rest of them, either they were one-trick ponies or they just ain't have enough. Gervonta "Tank" Davis knows how to shock the fans, whether by his power hitting inside the boxing ring or his comments outside of it. The American fighter, famed for his penchant for knockouts, is growing weary of doing it all. So, instead of solidifying his resume and legacy as one of the greatest, he might be looking for an early exit. The fans have seen very little of him in the last couple of years, so they expected him to be more active after putting his legal troubles behind. The champion seemed to do the same for a while. He fought Frank Martin this June, but again, despite the promises and rumors, his return was only prolonged. Now it seems that he might be willing to make his absence permanent. During the first official press conference for Davis versus Roach, Tank lifted the veil from the expectations fans could have from him.
The Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously...
When asked about what his schedule in 2025 looked like, he straight away hinted at hanging up gloves. He said, "After next year, I'm out of it, out of the sport." This declaration didn't sit well with the fans, as they have gotten used to him stepping inside the ring occasionally. They didn't shy away from expressing their disappointment and discontent as they took to the comment section. A fan tried to make sense of Davis's comments, as the latter had recently signed a new fight deal. They thought he had a 7-fight deal.
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like you say, you got to spark today. Okay.
This lack of burning desire to put fans and sweet science first always held him back among certain sections of fans, which seem to have only solidified now. Someone found logic in Davis's decision. They declared, health is wealth. His style may not allow him to have a long career. With Davis's declarations proving true, the clock is ticking fast on the long-discussed fight against World Boxing Council lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson. If he wants to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you have to do, Stevenson told Fight Hub TV during the Ring Awards ceremony in London sometime in January.
I mean, if he want to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him.
Do you still think that fight's possible? I know he might have a break after.
I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't into chasing people around. If he's willing to fight, I'm ready to fight. I think it should happen, but I can't sit there and chase you. And then he's going to try to make it seem like I need him. I don't need him. Though many are of the belief that Gervonta Davis will find his way back to the sport, as he has revealed in some interviews, however, his best fans are ready to watch him leave after he prepared them for this over 2 months ago. The lightweight division will be hoping that another power puncher will rise after Gervonta Davis that'll give the fans the kind of fights and performance they want to see. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.